Imagination. There's no complication. Imagination.
Hello survivors, welcome back to another video. How are you today, guys? Let me know in the comments. As you know, hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Buying something from Amazon, hit the link in the description and support your boy if you're buying anything, okay? But today we are gonna talk about mistakes that you shouldn't be doing, especially if you haven't upgraded your Limitless heroes or if they're soon to come to your state, then you shouldn't be making these mistakes. You know, I'm a guinea pig. I'm the one who is just trying everything. I have been trying everything for a long time, and just like putting the content out just to help you guys. Of course, there are a lot of content creators, and this information was already out. But I'm most inclined to test it myself and then just figure it out. Of course, there are some times where I watch videos just to make sure that if I, like say, you don't want to go to an state versus state not knowing that you're going to lose 100% of your troops and not watching a video like telling you that you're going to lose 100% of your troops. This is a big loss. But for this, like for upgrading heroes and stuff, sometimes if you don't upgrade the right way, then believe me, it's not a big deal. As long as you don't do with every hero and as long as you are learning from that. So for me, it was a learning experience. And as you know, I upgraded Nicola. I just posted the second video. I'm going to tell you a few mistakes that I made, okay? So first of all, the mistake number one, which is the brain. Which way do you go when you are upgrading the brain? So you have the blue brain and you have the purple brain. When the blue brain, you don't have to worry about that much because you have to max that brain anyways. You should have the resources or the materials. If you have been collecting material for a long time, which you should as a free-to-play low spender, etc., you should be able to max the blue brain. Now, here when it comes to a strategic upgrading, when it comes here to the purple brain, because if you come here, that I didn't do of course, and you read the levels here, you see these comments here below, like complete dosage boost to unlock new talent, and complete dosage boost to unlock new talents, and complete these comments. Now, when you come here to this one in the middle, it says hero fragments are returned when your rank reaches the reward level. So which means that they're giving you fragments back, and these fragments are super important. So when you are starting the brain here, you don't want to go here or here as I did, because you are not getting fragments back in these tiers. So you want to think about this as a V. So you go here, then you come here, and then you come here. So you do this like U-shaped curve, you do it like this. So when you get here, you get more fragments. And why it is important to get these fragments? Because you are gonna need these fragments to upgrade the skills. And remember that the Limitless heroes, they are powerful because of the skills. Because if you go for the stats are very similar from where they left the original generations of heroes, which was like Gen 13. If you compare those stats with the last ones, they are not that different. But apparently what's gonna make you this hero super powerful is the development of these skills, because unlike the other heroes, you have just 5 skills, you know? So you come here, these heroes have 5 skills, so it makes sense that if you have these Limitless heroes and you come here and you can just go further with the skills, of course they're gonna have more power. It's not gonna be reflected on the stats, but they're gonna have more powers. Now, don't get me wrong, don't misinterpret me, because I know that you're gonna say, well, Mike, but you have been saying that it doesn't matter the skill. It doesn't matter mostly for these heroes because they all have the same level of skills. They all get to level 5, and it doesn't matter because if you pass this level, yeah, it will matter, but these heroes, they don't pass this level 5. So when you come here to Limitless heroes, they do pass the level 5s, and when it comes to the BMOs, to the gorilla, it passes as well a lot of levels. So for the heroes and the monsters of the beasts, of the aircraft, whatever you want to call it, that you have not equal levels, then of course it is gonna matter. So then you wanna use the fragments to upgrade the skills. Now, here is the kicker, guys. You don't wanna be clicking here upgrade, because when you click upgrade, it is gonna just use for everything you have, and you don't want to be spending general fragments as I did. And one more time, I did it because I was testing, and you don't want to be spending these like limitless fragments, because you need those fragments to keep upgrading the skills and to keep upgrading, sorry, the stats of these heroes. And of course, that's what's going to give you an advantage. You don't want to use the limitless potions, because then if you use the potions, you're not going to have the chance to keep upgrading the hero. So what you want to use for this are the general fragments, and you have to click the icon. So don't click upgrade when you are upgrading this skill with the fragments. You just click and leave it pressed, and it is just gonna be using those fragments slowly. It's slowly painful, but it is what it is. So do not click upgrade, because you are gonna use for everything, and then if you click it a couple of times, you realize that you will run out of like legendary fragments. And if you run out of legendary fragments, you are gonna get into the other mistake. The other mistake is that you are not gonna have fragments to get these heroes to a higher level. For example, if you were upgrading this, I have them here, super low level, and the fragments that they're gonna give you in the brain when you complete the brain here, let's say, yeah, you could use those fragments to upgrade the rank, but believe me, it is not needed. You'd rather use those fragments for this, for the skills, because you are gonna need those fragments to unlock the skill. So those are the mistakes that you don't want to be doing. The other mistake that you don't want to be doing as a free-to-play player is trying to upgrade this current generation, guys. For example, let's say that they release the next generation, and like they release what's the next one? The next one I think it's gonna be, yeah, Ash. Let's say that they release Ash, and you say, well, you know, Ash is in the survival of the fittest. You wanna just prioritize Ash. You are not gonna be able to get her strong, but at the end of that generation, and it is not even be worth it, because you want to have that strong hero already. So, and why is it? Because you are collecting fragments throughout the generation, which is active, and not like you don't have the opportunity to save a lot of fragments to be able to prioritize as you were doing with the legendary fragments. If this hero was coming out, all you have to do was to come here, use these general fragments, exchange it, and upgrade him. You could do that. Now, you need capsules to get this hero to a nice level, and you only collect these capsules in the current generation. The only hero that you are gonna be able to upgrade, like this came out today, I'm gonna upgrade it today, or I'm gonna upgrade it this week to get powerful, is the one that they put in the race place. As long as you have the limitless potion, because if you have the limitless potions, then you can just spin the wheels in the race place a lot, and you are getting a decent amount of fragments, and enough fragments to pass through the, I will say, to the first tier of the blue purple brain, for example, the purple brain, sorry, to keep upgrading this. You need when you get here, they're gonna ask you, no, when you get to the blue brain, sorry, they're gonna ask you 16 fragments. So it's gonna be around like, I don't know, 16 50, yeah, 75 fragments, around 75 fragments. And you could use that if you spin that wheel, like, I don't know, full spin. You get around that, plus the ones that you have been collecting throughout the game. I guess that's gonna help you. So, but with the other heroes, you have to go backwards. So if they release Gen 3, you have to upgrade Gen 2. They released Gen 2, I have to upgrade Gen 1 because I already have the fragments that I collected. And if you go here, for example, to the Flash Duels, this one, the rewards, they're still giving Nicola fragments, which is nice because they are gonna help me to get to the nice level. And if you go here to the Explorer, let's say, I could still like get material for Nicola, I guess, yeah. And the good thing is, like, if you upgrade this hero, then you are able to advance in these levels because the bug is gone. And then at the same time, you get more material, and the chances of you getting that hero higher and being able to protect your settlements are way higher than if you try to prioritize the current generation with the resources you have. So I come here now to my Alliance Showdown. I show you. I registered my troops. And now I have 5,800. I was 5,600. I have 5,800. So with my Nicola. And this is not bad, guys, because one more guy, if you compare me with spenders. But I'm still, you know, this guy P9, T12, yeah, T12, T12, T12. I'm stronger than all these guys. And, you know, I'm still a free-to-play player. Don't forget that these guys have spent in the game. And I haven't spent on the game. So, yeah, I'm happy. And I think that I can get a little bit stronger as I'm collecting fragments and I'm collecting potions. I'm gonna get Nicola to a higher rank. Of course, now I'm gonna do the right upgrade, okay? So I have to move to this tier maybe now, and then finally to this one. So now I can go from this one to this one, and just get fragments back and then upgrade the skills, and that's gonna give me an extra powerful Nicola. And for the next generation, I'm gonna be prioritizing my infantry hero. If they put in the race place, they put the rider in the race place, then I'm gonna be prioritizing a rider hero. The reason why you don't have to, or you cannot prioritize everything backwards, is because you don't have enough fragments for everything. You were all saying the whole time, Maddie. I only collected 25 fragments for Maddie. For Trish, for the other one, which was I didn't even collect it for Lucky because you have to buy it in the value voucher, and I'd rather get the Limitless potion. And then for Nicola, I managed to collect over 150 fragments, which was good. And then the most fragments you collect in the past generation, that's the hero you have to upgrade, okay? Don't try to go around this, because it's not like before. Now we are screwed as a free-to-play low spenders, so you cannot have it all. Before, if you have saved like 2,000 fragments, you could upgrade infantry 100 riders. Now you have to just pray into the gods of State of Survival that they put some nice fragments as a reward, and that they put a nice hero in the race place. If they put a rider here in the next race place next, I'm gonna prioritize that one to have an infantry, a rider, and then be kind of strong, okay? That's the only thing that I can do. And the only thing that I have to think is, when is enough, okay? When should I stop for this skill? When should I stop like upgrading these heroes and using limitless potions? Because of course I'm not gonna max. Before, I knew that as long as I was here, they were asking me 120 fragments to upgrade this, I will stop. But now we have to be cautious. So when do we stop? When we are just upgrading these heroes. And I guess that I'm gonna just complete this one, upgrade the skills, and just do some tests. I think the sweet point might be here, and then the skills, which the fragment that these are giving you. I think that's a sweet spot. If you keep going forward, it's just more limitless, more resources that you're taking for the next generation that you need to upgrade. So yeah, those are the mistakes that you have to avoid, and make sure to not make those mistakes, because it is gonna cost you, especially if you do it a lot, okay? Especially if you don't have resources. Because for me, for example, if I use a lot of these fragments, I have a lot of resources. I have legendary fragments, I have search maps that I'm gonna use to get Nicola fragments. But if you don't, then it is tricky for you, okay? And I only have resources because I have saved a lot, but if you haven't saved, then it's gonna cost you a lot. So yeah, I hope this video helped, and I hope you enjoy. See you next time.